Greetings, YouTube. Piping Redbeard. Been a bit, sorry. I have something cool today that I've wanted for a long time. And finally was able to catch it while Mr. Morgan had him. Oh, yeah. Look at that. This is the Briar Cigar Stogie edition. Yeah. It's very cool. See if you can see the bottom of it there. A little, well, sort of. There it is. And this is the sandblast finish. He has them in a smooth. It has a cap on it so that you can actually, if you have a short period of time when you want to take a few puffs off your pipe and you want to go back to doing what you're doing, put the cap on and away you go. So very excited about this, and I'm going to enjoy the first bowl of it with you all. So let's see, what would be the first? Oh, I'll put a rubber bit, and this is the flat stem he sells for this. It comes with actually, let me show you this. It comes in this, which is actually kind of neat too. And I bought came with the amber one, right? And it's circular, which is fine. But I thought the flat would be more appropriate for a clincher. So, let's see, try back go. Let's do Elizabethan. Let's do Elizabethan mixture here. Be back in a jiff. Okay, so how this was meant to be done is, obviously you have your pipe loaded, but it's got the cap on. So take the cap off. And then we have tobacco. Let's give it a light. Of course, the wind blew my lighter out. It's pretty cool. So, because of my sausage fingers as they were, it was a little harder to pack this one than it would be normally, but I mean, it has a really nice flow to it. It's not restricted. It feels good. Very cool. So while we're see, you can do that with your pipe. All right. We have a couple other things. I don't have his card, but well, I got some of these pewter tampers. This is really cool. This one and this one's shaped like a 410 shot shell. Let's see if I can put this up here closer. Maybe it'll focus. Maybe not. Here, I'll do that. There we go. It's got, they both have concave bottoms. You know, so you can tamp it really well. And they feel heavy. They're very well made. He's got a whole bunch of them. I'll put his info in the below. Hit him up because they are really cool. Buttons for your riches. Homemade pewter buttons and stuff. There he is. Larry Blackett. Let's see if it'll. Still won't Anyway, I'll put it all in the description. He has a whole bunch of tampers, and I actually really like them. He has one with some scoops and some that are made from all kinds of things, but it'd be good to check out. I really like this. Such a cool idea. And it smokes really well. It's fall again, so there's been a couple blends released that I didn't get a chance to get any of the Sun Bear. That was for the summer. Of course, Thanksgiving's coming up, and I think LJ Peretti is getting ready to do some of their Thanksgiving blend, which I really like. Now, I have plenty of it now, but I did buy a bunch of it last year, and it's interesting. It's really interesting, and it is like a Thanksgiving bowl full of tobacco. Yeah, I mean, school's been in session for me, so that's what I've been spending most of my free time on. Haven't been playing much at all as far as music goes. It's just, it's just the way it is sometimes, but it's probably good right now. Work has been a little crazy. Of course, you got the circus of politics going on. It's such a, I mean, wow. I don't know. It's crazy. It's like you gotta just get everybody out, every single person out, done, start all over, and then even then, it's just going to be bought and paid for. So not too thrilled about that. What do you think? I think it's pretty cool. It smokes really well. Nice. The McBaron HH Old Dark Fire. I want to talk a little bit about this because this is actually a really great tobacco. Okay, but you need to dry this a little bit. You'll save yourself a little bit of trouble. I bought this in a pound brick, pretty much cut into flake, and I mean, I let it sit. I let some of it sit overnight, and that was fine. But generally, I mean, even an hour just sitting out will do this some justice. It's not like wet, but you can feel it though, and it feels moist, right? So that's why I've been leaving this out a little bit, and it helps quite a bit. It can burn pretty hot if you don't do that, but it's a fantastic Old Dark Fire when you get it dry. Still enjoying my usuals, and so I pretty much, I mean, between the Scudo Navy Deluxe coins, the Orlick Golden Sliced, Elizabethan mixture and the two McBaron HH Burley and the Old Dark Fire GOP is 6 pence. That's been really my go-to. It's been sitting right here. Coming up here, no, I mean, I'll dip into the Thanksgiving Day blend, but I haven't been, there's a bunch of other ones that I used to do pretty rarely that I haven't been touching lately, so maybe it's just my taste. It's not hot at all. That's pretty. Let's give it another light, shall we? This is kind of a smaller diameter though, so a check tool works just fine. It's a little deeper, so like even something like my pipe knife, that's going to hit in there once it goes a little bit deeper. So just so you're aware of that if you do pick one of these up. Fan. That's very cool. How many times can I say very cool in one video? I did have an interaction with one of the people in the pipe community that was not okay. I commissioned a pipe, and it just, when things don't go absolutely how you would expect it or how you want, that's when you see how people really are. Now, for the benefit of this guy, I'll not mention his name because I'm really betting this was other circumstances. But he made this pipe, beautiful pipe. It was really cool. Exactly what I wanted. It was just heavier than what I expected. And then he actually even tried to make me another one and completely failed on that, and couldn't cut any weight off or whatever, so he ended up just couldn't do it. But the exchange of comments back and forth was really silly. When you say something like, if you put this on your YouTube channel, I will bury you, you might be wrong. Anyway, I hope he gets through whatever it was. He's a very talented pipe maker. So I hope whatever that was, that never once was I disrespectful or unappreciative of the work he did. So that's the only, I bought like some estate pipes and talked to a bunch of people. This is one of the rare instances where it's not good. But it was really classless. Of some of the language he was using and stuff like that was not okay. And the thing is, like, from a pipe maker and the guy who's commissioning the pipe, there's got to be some understanding here, right? It's usually not cheap to commission a pipe because you're being specific about what you want, depending on the materials or whatever, that kind of thing. It's going to take some time, and you got to be respectful of that. But those of us who've been around the pipe community for a while know that making pipes is not just on an assembly line and it just goes and goes. That's not how it works. If you commission a pipe, it's probably handmade and going to take some time and stuff. And I really appreciate that. At the other hand, too, though, the pipe maker has to kind of, it is your commission. Like, you're commissioning that guy to do it. And if you have specifics, that's what they expect. I had quite a bit of wiggle room in what that was, but apparently it was just, from his standpoint, I was disrespectful, and I was very unappreciative, and I wasn't apologetic about his time he spent, which that didn't resonate at all. Since I looked back through the messages back and forth, that wasn't quite it. So, wish him well, but I won't do any business with him anymore. It's just weird. You know, at the end of the day, I just hope he gets his stuff straight. That's really it. Because like I said, he is a really talented pipe maker. But if he talks to people like he talked to me, then he'll not be making pipes very much. That's for sure. And that would be a shame. But at the end of the day, here we are. I have a glorious Briar Cigar. Yeah. So, I mean, wrap this up. When you commission a pipe, you got to be very specific. Know what's important. Make sure they know what's important. If you have, anything detail-wise that you want, like if it's a certain weight, if it's a certain shape, if it's a, materials, sandblasting tech, whatever it is, just make sure that you're very specific about it. If there is a point where it is too heavy, make sure you know that. Make sure they know that. You'll avoid some of this stuff. I thought I was pretty clear. He sent me the dimensions he was building off of it, but apparently that's not what it ended up being. All the best to the guy, even though he was classless and very rude to me. But like I said, I'm betting that was all some kind of other thing, maybe. I don't know. It's a very neat pipe. Pipe and Redbeard. Later.